Welcome to ImaxTube, Louis Shell here. Unless you under work, you are not aware of this rumor that there is a new GH5 in the making that's supposed to be out at least in 13 days. If the rumors are true, December 15th, Panasonic should come out and tell the people that the rumors are true. There is a Panasonic GH5s. And that camera is supposed to be doing 4K at 120 frames per second. It's supposed to be a 10 megapixel sensor. That camera should be focused more on video production. We all know Panasonic recently released the Panasonic G9 that is for the photographers more that can shoot 80 megapixel, but you're gonna need to have that camera on a tripod and shooting basically images that are not moving. So this camera also can do 4K at 60p, just like the Panasonic GH5 can, but only 10 to 15 minutes recording limit. So you cannot do unlimited because that camera is more focusing on photographers. So now Panasonic decided to come out with a new GH5 that is more centers on video production. I hope that the rumors of the specification of that camera are also true. I'm talking about 4K at 120 frames per second, and also they talk about that dual AF system that Canon used on that 80D. Remember, the autofocus on that camera is not that great. If those are true, I don't know how Panasonic gonna work this out with Canon. I hope it is true because that would be a way better camera. And I also can speculate if the rumors are true that this camera, the new GH5s, will be able to charge via USB, and also you can plug it and use a power from a USB connection to use that camera, because we all know the G9 you can charge it via USB, but this camera you can't. They also talk about the low light king, the 10 megapixels supposed to make that camera be able to compete with the A7S and the A7S Mark II on low light, but I'm not that interested more on that low light part of it. If they can make a GH5s that have autofocus like the dual pixel on that 80D, even if it's as good as what we can find on the Sony a6500, that would be good enough, because when you're shooting wedding, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about tracking the bride when they're walking down the aisle. If that camera can autofocus like the 80D and also be able to be as good as the A7S or the A7S Mark II in low light, a possibility that would be a good camera. But however, I have my own opinion about this new release, because this camera only about 6 to 7 months out. If rumors are true, GH5s going to make this camera even as good as it is an old camera. So what are my thoughts? Maybe I will invest in more lens for the time being, and not rushing on buying new gears, and 6 months later we're gonna have a GH5W since we're gonna have a S. So better lens on my GH5 should be good enough, and add me a couple of light if this is the low light is not good enough. And we all know this wasn't a good camera for autofocus, and we all know most professional camera doesn't even have the autofocus system on them. So the GH5 was good enough. I don't know why Panasonic is bringing a new GH5s out. Since this camera gonna come out, I'm excited about the 120 frames per second in 4K. I'm not sure how it's gonna do that. A 10 megapixel, and we know that's what this camera can be good in low light, because we have 20 megapixel on this one, and it's not the worst camera to use in low light condition when you have a good lens for the size of the sensor. If you can have a 1.4, 1.2 f1.4, f1.2 lens, you can shoot in most conditions in a dark situation. So like I said, unless you under work, you don't know about it. So the GH5s, if rumors are true, Panasonic should come out around December 15 to tell us exactly what we're gonna have. That camera is supposed to be doing HDR. So let's wait and see what we will get from that Panasonic GH5s. But I find it to be too much of a quick release, because 6 months later the GH5 gonna be old if the rumors are true. So this video was shot using the Panasonic G85, the World Video Mic Pro Plus. We will have the link on the description of all of the equipment that we use to shoot that video. So check the links down below. You will find the list, and the link gonna be affiliate link. If you purchase, we will have a few cents from those purchases at no cost to you. Thank you for watching. If you are not a subscriber to this channel, go ahead, subscribe, hit the like button, and also remember to hit the bell, click the bell so Google could notify you when we upload new video. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will catch you on the next video.